All right, everyone, should we start? Are we ready?
We have 5 minutes to go, Sergey, so it's live, but we will wait until 3 p.m. and we will start.
Welcome, everyone. We're super excited to have you, all of you actually, and all of us here today. We are a team. This is our first Deep Ecosystem Demo Day. I would like to have your applause virtually. Please send us some love. How cool is that? We have entrepreneurs. Hi, we have entrepreneurs who are solving the biggest challenge of our time by building ecosystems. And our mission is to support those entrepreneurs and to support all of you. Today, I'm here with Sebastian. He is the head of acceleration, and he would tell us more how fast we'll go through this program today. Sebastian, the stage is yours.
Beautiful, Sergey. Welcome to everybody. And it's an amazing day indeed. So thank you for that welcome, Sergey. And also I wanted to announce that this is our first demo day. But not only that, today we're also officially launching DEEP Ecosystem as a brand, our new company. So I invite you all to stay tuned in our social media channel to hear more about this new journey to create and connect ecosystem globally. But first, think first. Today we will see 10 ecosystem projects from all over the world. They went through a super intensive program, an acceleration process actually, that I want to share with you how everything goes. So if you give me 1 sec, I will share my screen real quick and I can give you all the context. So, is that working? Yes. So as I mentioned before, we today are starting officially our new journey as a deep ecosystem because we believe in the ecosystem approach, right? And we created this accelerator to work with bottom-up initiatives, to work with entrepreneurs, to work with ecosystem builders that want to create these kind of projects. So the first generation, when we launched it back in March, we got 30 applications from all over the world. That was amazing projects that we got the chance to evaluate, but only 12 were selected to be part of the first generation that you will meet today. It's moving a little slow, so that's why the presentation is not following me. Just give me 1 sec to see if I can close a couple of things here to make it run a little faster. No, it's not moving. Maybe we can do it like this. Okay, so the accelerator, as I was saying, it was an intensive program where we work with every single project on their concepts, build their strategies, starting from the very basic understanding what's an ecosystem and how to build one. Then we work on the partnership strategies, in the funding strategies, the budget, but the journey is just starting, right? Because after this acceleration program, we are going to help them to grow not only with business opportunity, but also through a powerful community. Before I move forward, I would like to thank to all the mentors that took part of this first generation of our accelerator. You know that mentors is proof that are more important than money in early stages. So thank you to all these guys, Sebastian, Rocio, Nina. They came from all over the world too, San, Stefano, Micaela, Matthew, Lucia. They were all here all the time helping and supporting entrepreneurs, Igor, George, Claudia too, and last but not least, Carlos, Anurav, and Anna. So big thank you to all these amazing mentors that went through the process and were right next to the participant during the acceleration program. So what are we going to see today? Today, we're going to see a very diverse first generation. They come from 10 countries, 3 different regions in the world. As you can see, we have countries represented from Europe, from Latin America, and also from Africa. You know that they diverse teams, diverse generation, diversity in general is a key component for innovation. So it's very good that we have different approaches, different nationalities, and different backgrounds. When we talk about the gender, we have 50-50 gender shares here, right here. So it's amazing how female entrepreneurs are taking over this topic and they are pushing and pushing and pushing. So this is a huge number for us, something that is not very common. And we're seeing that a lot of female founders are growing and growing, and we are seeing it here in also our accelerator. So this is a small sneak peek of what we're going to see today. Very diverse projects coming from all over the world. But before we jump into the specific, to all the people that is watching this on YouTube in our social network, we're going to have a prize to to the people's choice, basically. So you are going to have the opportunity to vote for your favorite project. If you go into the description of the YouTube channel, of your YouTube video down there, you will find a link and a code. It's menti.com, and you should type the code that you're seeing right now. You also have it, as I mentioned, on the YouTube video. So if you go there, you will have the chance to vote for your favorite project. So that's a little sneak peek of what we're going to see today, but let's start with the most important, Sergey.
All right, let's introduce the judges. Good. Judges, great. Please be prepared to show yourself. Just be prepared. Let me start. Generally, being a judge is not an easy task. And like saying no to a project or not seeing at the stage where you would like it to see is a painful experience, actually, if you have been judging anything. So they will judge the quality of the pitch, also like a typical judge that is like decides which team should go to the next stage. The quality of the pitch is super important. The team, the impact, as we're working with Ecosystem, it's about the impact, the problem, and solution.
Beautiful. So let's start introducing our amazing judges that they also come from all over the world. And they, as Sergey was mentioning, they will have the difficult task to evaluate all this amazing project. So let's first meet Minerva Elias. She worked at the European Investment Fund managing the equity financial instrument. She has experience in the public and private sector. She has been working all over the world, Spain, Belgium, London, and Luxembourg, among others for sure. So please turn your camera to say hi. Are you there, Minerva?
Hi, everyone. Very honored and very pleased to be joining you today and looking forward to hearing all the pitches. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you for being here, Minerva. I really appreciate it. And we're looking forward for your scores.
All right, so then I'll continue. Now it's time to meet Fabio Pieresi. Hi, Fabio.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Fabio is in European Affairs Strategy Officer. Please correct me if this is incomplete, at Bruno Kessler's Foundation. He is supporting the creation of ecosystems and is working with organizations like EIT Digital. Fabio, big welcome.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for inviting me to this very, very exciting event, and all the best to you all guys. Really wish you all the best, the organizers, the participants, and of course the rest of the jury. And enjoy.
Beautiful. So the next judge comes from the technology and banking sector, and he is currently Senior Vice President at Kurum Group, a U.S. investment bank. He has a lot of experience supporting a startup with investment and knowledge. So let's welcome now to Javier Tanay. How are you, Javier? Are you there?
Yeah, my pleasure to be here, actually. Thank you very much to all of you. So my name is Javier Tanay. I currently work I help entrepreneurs sell their firms. In the past, I worked as an entrepreneur, bought a software firm that I ran as CEO and sold it. Before that, I went bankrupt a couple of times, starting a few software firms. And then, even before that, which was like ages ago, I used to work for large firms such as Hewlett-Packard and SAP, actually. This is it. My pleasure to be here, and I look forward to the next.
Thank you for being here today.
All right, so let's continue. Like we're all excited, but it's also about having fun, right? So please also relax, then the pitches will run better. We'll have a great experience. So our next judge is Dr. Mark Boven-Schultzer. He's the director of Institute for Innovation and Technology in Berlin, and has a lot of experience with innovation, like the process of innovation, probably also with teams, ideas of delivering ideas into reality, because he has more than 20 years of experience in this field. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you very much. And I'm quite excited because I'm a trained biologist for profession, and I have the opportunity to change ecosystems for innovation ecosystems. And doing so, we're looking on innovation more from a perspective of a funding agency, and quite excited what diamonds can be found here today.
Great, cool.
Beautiful. So at last but not least, let's meet Gitte Bedford. She's the Vice President at our Robert Bosch Venture Capital, and she has a lot of experience also evaluating investment in intelligence, artificial intelligence, software, cybersecurity, among others. So welcome to our demo day. I'm not sure if Gitte is here though. I haven't seen her. If not, she will join us. Gitte, are you here? She's not. I'll check what happened with her. If not, we can just start. So, all right, let's go to the main event. We introduce the judges. We know who are we going to see today, amazing ecosystem builders and projects from all over the world. So now let's go to the most important guys. So participants, attention, these are the rules, and to all the audience as well. Remember, this is a competition, a pitch competition, and we're going to see ecosystem projects here. So you will have 5 minutes to pitch your ecosystem project. And you will have 1 minute to answer a specific question from judges. You have to be very quick and smart answering. That way you can maybe answer a couple more questions. So try to be very direct. We're going to be very strict with the time, so try to stick to those 5 minutes. Sergey will be sharing the timer, so make sure that you will be watching Sergey while you're pitching. After that, we will have the discussion with the judges, and we will have, we will have the first 3 places, but also the People's Award choice. So make sure people, again, in the description of the video on YouTube, if you go below, you will find the link of menti.com with a specific code, and you can start voting for your favorite project. All right, Sergey, are we ready to start?
Yeah, we should start and stop the chit chat. Let's get some action here.
Great.
All right, judges, are you set up? Teams, are you excited? Are you sweating? That's a good sign. All right, the first team. We're starting with the pitches. Get ready. The first team is coming from Denmark and is looking to close the gap between the big ecosystems and the smaller ones. So let's welcome Bridging the Ecosystems. Hi, team. Are you there?
Hello.
Great.
I'm here. Thank you very much.
All right.
So
we have this process. Are you set up? Share your presentation and we'll start the timer.
Absolutely. Just a moment. Starting with share. Here we are. You see?
All right, it's loading. We see something.
Yep. Tell me when you see a massive logo.
A massive logo. Wow. On
Excellent.
our big screen.
Yeah,
all right.
This is the organization. So
ready, set, go.
Excellent. So thank you very much, everyone. I'm Nicholas Bavancelli, Global Partnership Manager for Tech Barbecue, and I'm here introducing you to Bridging the Ecosystem. I believe that David can defeat Goliath, and although unfortunately nowadays I can say that Goliath is having the upper hand, and with this I mean that Goliath-sized hubs are having the better against the smaller ones. You can easily see that all the major tech hubs are actually attracting a whole lot of capital in investment rounds together with talents and startups and all of overall attention, shadowing the smaller David. This, of course, it doesn't mean that it's only the small cities, also moderate-sized hubs, they can actually spend, they do not have the possibility of growing and are hindered and are blocked under the shadow of our Goliath. But what can we do about this? And here comes in the Bridging Ecosystem. We are developing a program that is actually that develops a vision, a common vision for 2 different ecosystems, 2 Davids actually, that sets a vision towards their own goals of growth. It provides a structure for the programs that they want to develop in order to create a space where startups can flow, cross-border investments can actually engage, and also at the end of the day, talents can also flourish, remaining within the region. This, of course, is must have a very strong level of flexibility, because this they have to adapt to the niche characteristics of all the smaller regions and ecosystems. And this is to assure a sustainable growth between two collaborating partnering ecosystems. This comes from an experience, from a direct personal experience of the bridging two ecosystems, the Danish one in Copenhagen and the southern Swedish in Malmö. These are pictures actually from from my work yesterday in Malmö, and I could see I have the direct experience how actually this is needed, and actually how we can this program, this framework can actually support the development of successful collaboration that can bring sustainable growth between two smaller ecosystems. At the moment, of course, we are a little bit ahead. We are, I would say, right before the piloting stage. We already had that early conceptualization and testing, and the DEEP Accelerator has helped me to framework also this whole project, and I'm looking forward for both the piloting and iteration. What are we asking here is, of course, for you to join the Davids, to support actually their preparation to get against the Goliath and get back the attention from the world. And how to do it? By building these bridges. And by how to do it is engage, support, and grow, which is actually also the title, for example, that we gave to the partnership opportunities that you can have in joining. Of course, the financial modeling of this project is still to be fine-tuned, but you can easily, it's to provide an idea that there are different levels to engage between two ecosystems when you have two major ecosystem partners, and each is, depends on how deep and how much you want to engage and how central you want to be into the activity. And of course, all the help is needed, because we don't want to only create one David. We don't want to only have one David surpassing the Goliath, but we want an army of Davids. And actually, this is all from me. This was my very simple pitch about the bridging the ecosystem, and I hope this that it was clear enough.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. We have 2 minutes left. Thanks, Niklas. Let's build more Davids. All right, judges, it's time for questions.
Besides Denmark and Sweden, are you already targeting specific other countries?
Yes, I actually, in the early conceptualization, this project has been used to actually trying to connect, and that was probably a bit too ambitious, Copenhagen, Scandinavia, and Italy. But the cultures, let's say, and the stages were a little bit too far apart. And I think that was also part of the learning experience that brought me to fine tune a little bit further. And we are now in conversation with other actors at the moment that are from another country, Spain.
When you talk about actors, what do you mean? Who are the actors?
Yeah, so actors is, of course, a collection of, let's say that the primary one that I would definitely love to work with are generally all the trade agencies and institutions that are responsible or growing their own territory. But of course, having different packages, so to say, for the partnership, we can engage with investors, hubs, startup ecosystem, co-working spaces. Each one can play a role. And actually, the broader is the base of the community engaging, the higher is the chance of success in bridging the ecosystems.
All right. We have time for one more question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I have 3 questions. If I may take the floor, thank you very much for your presentation. You talked about the idea. I think that this is quite well understood, and it's certainly a problem all across Europe and beyond. So quite spot on this idea. I would like to hear more about the how and the who. Who is behind the team? Who is going to do that? And whether you have an implementation plan on the table. How are you going to bring that forward? Thank you.
Yes, sure. So starting from the who, at the moment, I'm currently working for Tech Barbecue, which is a no-profit organization based in Denmark, and it started as a spontaneous startup conference. As one of the first international, actually the first international manager, I've been working a lot hands-on in connecting what was at the time a purely Danish event abroad. And I came up with this conceptualization of the project as a person, both grounded on my experience, as well as on trying to internationalize, solving a practical problem. And of course, I had to meet a lot of answers, such as, okay, if our event is actually supporting the startups of Denmark, how can we do the same attracting others? And this actually, where is this is grounded. The how instead is a bit more, it is an ongoing process of discovery, let's say, but it has been definitely clear that it cannot be only receiving, for example, a delegation from an embassy with startups and hoping that international investors are going to invest. It has to be the engagement from different levels of each ecosystem. So meaning that it has to be the investors meeting investors, had to be the public institution meeting other public institutions from two different ecosystems, and there has to be also a common goal, a willingness to actually work. And this actually brought, and this I can see it because for me, for example, it's easier to work, say, with southern Sweden, not Stockholm, with northern Finland, not Helsinki, for example, to give a more practical idea, because all of them are very interested in attracting talent, attracting capital, attracting attention over the ecosystem, and they don't want to lose people to the bigger urban cities. So this, so the how is, and this is why what I mean by the project being flexible. It's commonly developed, the vision, it's commonly developed the sets of activities that we want to do, being it delegation, being it events, being mingles, being it also projects, perhaps even tapping any European funds, the various Interreg and so on.
Thank you for that, Nick.
All right, thank you. Yeah, let's wrap up. We have the unpleasant job to cut the discussion. It's super exciting.
Thank you for that pitch then. Let's move to the next one. And now we will travel all the way to Åland. It's not that far away from Denmark, but we are going to know a project that looked to support entrepreneurs in their journey with a very innovative solution. So let's welcome now on the stage, Entrevistro. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. So the stage is all yours. Whenever you start, Sergey will put the timer there and we will start the pitch. Okay, go.
We at Entrevistro believe that everybody should have the opportunity to be an entrepreneur. This is a story of Panaf, an entrepreneur. He's a typical one. Like you know, he saved some money for a new innovative startup. But as also most of you know, 90% of such ventures fail in the first year. But did you know that 80% of them fail because they do not make enough money to survive themselves on a daily basis? Early phase investors, accelerators and grants do not want founders to take wages, resulting in new tech that does not hit the market because of depletions of the private funds of the founders. And that's why we support entrepreneurs like Panaf in their daily survival. We are solving Panaf's issue by developing a digital ecosystem for entrepreneurs. This we do by setting up groups between 4 to 6 entrepreneurs. They do consultancy, scouting, or operational assignments for companies that want to do work with entrepreneurial-minded people. The assignments generate money, and that money is evenly distributed over the members with a cap of €1,000 per member per month. This results in financial stability for the entrepreneur, which leads to more focus on the startup and leads to a higher chance of success. Now that we are concentrating on the people instead of the companies, we have resulted in more than 15K profit earned by the entrepreneurs and distributed to the entrepreneurs. We have been several conversations with new candidate entrepreneurial members and are willing to scale. In the scaling phase of Entrevistro, we would like to offer a loan agreement to the entrepreneur if they want to have 100% guarantee of the monthly income for a maximum of 24K in 4 years' time. We are confident that we can reach this goal over time because we have started this initiative at the end of January this year, and we already have 3 assignments in the pocket. We want to grow organically, and we are, as entrepreneurs are reacting. But if we want to make more impact, we want to grow faster. There are more entrepreneurs around the world, and we need to reach to them. To support this faster growth, we want to build a platform which requires €25,000. But what we really want is we want to support 24 entrepreneurs with the opportunity to a guaranteed monthly income for 2 years. And therefore we need 250,000 euros. And our dream is to automate the platform and internationalize this ecosystem. And therefore we need 1.5 million euros. Our team believes in democracy of entrepreneurship, in collaboration and combining the cooperative knowledge they have, and to build bridges between entrepreneurs and the SMEs. And in the next year, we will grow to the group of about 16 new members and focus on the specializations in clean tech, health, and agri-food. We want to automate the platform to assign groups with the work orders that have been sending in and build out the ecosystem. But what about Pranav? He founded his startup in February this year with a great team and great partners. He received his initial funding, and on top of that, he is now finalizing his 3 pilot customers at this moment. And above all, he won an international competition that will give him access to pitch in front of investors in New York. Yes, we are Entrevisto, and we together want to democratize entrepreneurship and help more people to start their own innovative startups. Be strong, be entrepreneurial, invest or join us as an entrepreneur or customer. Thank you.
Beautiful, congratulations. That was on time, so we're going to use the remaining minute that you have and the extra minute for questions to go directly into that. So, judges, if there's any question, now is the time. If people want to ask, they can also go into YouTube.
I have one question. Go. What do you mean by assignments?
Assignments. So what we now have had as assignments were making an overview of clean tech opportunities for an energy company, and the other one is to scout startups that are tier 4 or 5 level in tech that can build up to being bigger customers for another customer. So that's our typical assignments that we get.
Great. Other question from judges? No, that's very clear. Okay, beautiful. Thank you for that presentation. Minerva, you want to go?
Yeah, I would like to. What would happen to these entrepreneurs if they don't have the solution that you're proposing?
So, if they don't have a company, you mean? So what?
Yeah.
So they come in and they say that they want to be an entrepreneur. Either they seek for a startup to join, or they have their own idea. They get the time for that. Meanwhile, they are part of the group, so everybody helps each other. So we are sitting 2 times a week together, asking questions, forth and back between the members, helping also with subsidies or financial planning or marketing plans or business plans. So that is the ecosystem in basics. That doesn't mean that if somebody comes in hasn't have a company yet, or this is also a thing, if you went bankrupt or stopped the idea meanwhile because it's not viable, you don't stop if you don't want to. If you still want to be an entrepreneur, you're still part of the community and you still have the time to find your new startup.
I will add to Kathy's answer. What will happen is there's a very high chance of startups being, the entrepreneur will stop his startup and either go back to a job or something. So it's loss for entrepreneurship.
Great. Thank you for that answer, guys. We are on time. So I really appreciate it. Good presentation, Kathy. Congratulations. I just want to remember people that you can go and vote. Go into Mentimeter, use the code that you will find in the description in the YouTube channel. You can also post your questions. We are going to make sure to read those questions out loud to participants. I just want to say hi to people from North Macedonia. Startup Macedonia is here. We have people from Beirut, Lebanon as well. So people from all over the world, Latin America as well, and obviously Europe. So we continue with the diverse ecosystem building here. Sergey, the stage is yours now.
All right, thanks a lot. Great pitch. We continue. Like female entrepreneurship has luckily good for us a hot topic today. And generally, everyone who's worked in innovation or in entrepreneurial environments, like diversity is so important and so enriching. It's the key to win-win generally. So let's welcome on stage Your Why Network from Ireland.
Hi everyone, let me try to share my screen. Can you see my screen clear?
Yes. You ready, Leila?
Yes, ready to go.
Good. Stop.
Hello, thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Leila Karaha from Your Why Network, and today I'll be speaking to you about our new initiative, Women Impact Startup Founder Club. We believe in the power of women and minority impact startup founder in diversifying startup ecosystem landscape. Although we know there's other factors affecting women in getting funding, but we cannot ignore that the fact that women are less likely to pitch to investors when they feel less confident. Even applying for a job, men, they only need 60% of job qualification for them to feel confident to go for it. But women, they wait until they tick all the job criteria for them to feel more confidence to apply for a job. And so our solution, we're providing a powerful network of women impact startup founders where they can have a community and networking event, a workshop, a demo day, and summit. And also for helping them to get more confidence, we have a path for them to get certified to B Corp and other certification. And we also want to bridge the gap with women impact founders with impact investors. So our unique selling point is we provide women with more confidence for them to feel confidence enough to go for it and pitch their ideas. And also we offer a diversified global community of the best female impact founders. And we also will provide visibility for these women by pitching in the demo day and for also showcasing their work on our summits. We will help them to be investor readiness by our workshop and bridge the gap and meet investors, impact investors specific. We know this work because other similar organization findings from their work, that it shows that 80% of their participants build more confidence after the workshop, and 90% actually start self-promoting and talk about their ideas to others with confidence. And our plan so far, we are hoping to launch our community this November and to have our first demo day in January 2022. And what we need to get this initiative off the ground, about 100K. Our offer at the moment, we have sponsorship offers. So sponsor a female founders by 5,000K or a different package. And we also offer membership for other women in tech to join our tribe, and also impact investors to be a part of our tribe. And we're open to have corporate partnerships. And our core values is UN Sustainable Development Goals. And our team at the moment, we're a very small growing team. It's me, and I have a great mentor who is my marketing advisor, and we're collaborating. We under umbrella Tree Collab, and I have a business advisor in business development, and we also are opening to other people to join our team. And thank you, and join our movement to help women impact startup founders. And please follow us on all our social media channel. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I see the hard job is coming for the judges. Now it's time for questions.
How does this system work in detail? What is the mechanism to empower women?
So we will have different workshops to empower women, from technical workshop to mindset workshop to just networking workshop, because we realize that there's the women need more than the basic workshop for them to build that confidence. And yeah, so we'll have a lot of mindset workshop and self-promotion workshop.
This is to create something like success experience and to prove self-confidentiality. Okay.
Yes. Like the research shows that women feel they need to get more empowered. I don't like to say empowered, more enabled for them to cooperate. There may be the smartest people in the room, but they'll be quiet. Well, the other people who are not very smart, they'll be the one feel confidence to speak. So we want them to be up there and speak. Thank you.
All right, cool. Minerva, you put on your headset. It's probably time.
I wouldn't want to monopolize this. I mean, I want to give some more space to other judges if in case they have questions. I always have plenty of them. Unless any other colleagues want to step in, I have a question for Leila. Leila, I'll take the time then. Could you give us an example of a woman that you have supported throughout the whole cycle of your initiative?
Yes, like our initiative is very early days, so we haven't launched it yet. But on my personal level, I have supported a few other women. I have run this workshop to empower women, to enable women, because women are already empowered. And yeah, and I've seen the growth in them. Even myself, I'm one of those women. I was very shy woman once, and being in this kind of workshop, they really helped me come out of my shell and speak my mind and show up my knowledge. So I'm an example of that woman. So thank you.
Right, thanks a lot. Unfortunately, we have to continue. It's tough for me to break the discussion, to stop the discussion, but we have to continue. Thanks a lot, Leila, for the great page and the mission. Sebastian, please go ahead.
Beautiful. So just at the end of the pitches, we're going to show you where you can find more information about all the projects and how to connect with them. So don't worry, you will be in touch with them if you're interested in any of these projects. Right. So now we will go to, this is a country that for a Spanish-speaking person is hard to pronounce, but I'll do my best. Now we will go to Switzerland with an ecosystem project that looks to engage through a powerful program. Let's meet Restart Collab. Are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Beautiful. So the stage is all yours. When you share your screen, the timer will start.
Just 1 second now. Let me know if... Can you see?
Yes, we can see.
So actually an update. The project is called Pivoting to Sustainability Action Lab. Hi, everyone. It's Karina presenting from Fructify Network Pivoting to Sustainability Action Lab. Just minimize this. And we believe in an ecosystem in which sustainability is embedded in the DNA of the economy and society. We've seen until now that the economic model we live in is collapsing, leading to climate change. Business has a big role to play and needs to rethink. But can you rethink a system without the support of an ecosystem? And can an ecosystem thrive without its core still the people? So evolution, like everywhere, is needed. We've identified 3 depths to the problem. Scattered ecosystem with polarized knowledge about sustainability. So we need to build community and break silos. Sustainability is mostly buzzwords for companies. So we need to equip business leaders with the insights to pivot to sustainability, and untrained and insufficiently trained workforce in sustainability. So we need learning resources to upskill and reskill the workforce. And we've identified a solution to work at all the 3 depths. Pivoting to Sustainability Action Lab is an exploratory platform, a space to understand, learn, and implement sustainable action within business. We offer insights such as reports and data to understand city ecosystems and to take informed business decisions, a knowledge hub to support people learn about sustainability through workshops, courses, bite-sized content, and hackathons with real challenges that companies are facing, and a team of experts will solve them. And so far, we've thought about Action Lab as a 6-month program following 3 main steps: understand, learn, and implement. All of those we're going to close the loop in Fructify Network, that it's a long-term follow-up to all the program, our platform. What makes us unique? We activate the ecosystem, we make it sustainable, and we change the DNA of the ecosystem. We are a one-stop shop taking responsibility for the whole process, from thinking to action. We are breaking silos, bringing actors of the ecosystem together, from companies to academia to government. And we are creating a community, each city at a time, with the thought: collaborate locally, connect globally. So far, we have 300 community members, more than 100 participants in our workshops, and more than 200 hours of exchange with experts and founders, and this in only 4 months of activity. We've seen similar solutions to these problems. For example, there are already some sustainability marketplaces for experts, such as Salt or Comatch. There are courses marketplaces such as Acumen, Creative, Live, or Coursera. And there is content about sustainability and analysis on big media outlets such as The Economist or Financial Times. But what we offer is an integrated solution, as I mentioned before, a one-stop shop. We demystify sustainability, we break it into chewable, actionable bites, and we empower expertise sharing. Not only our competition shows that this is working, the market is also telling us that learning about sustainability is the next big business opportunity. We see the global e-learning market rising and skyrocketing to almost $400 billion by 2026. We see big companies like PricewaterhouseCoopers investing $12 billion in 100,000 new jobs in sustainability. And we see more and more people interested to work for companies that put environmental social goals at their core. So to really make Action Lab, to really implement Action Lab and make it work city by city as we dream, we need around 250K to empower a dedicated team, to invest in really engaging activities, to invest in technologies to support the activities, and in marketing to make our initiative known. If you want to shape the local ecosystem and make sustainability its core, it's very easy. You just need to become our partner, and we have different types of partnerships available for different types of actors of the ecosystem that would be engaged in different stages. Our team is quite varied. We are change makers, marketeers, project managers, tech connoisseurs. We already come from a diversity of nationalities, and yeah, of course, we are striving to more gender balance. So coming soon. And sure, join us. We want to revolutionize the way sustainability is understood and implemented with companies, and we want to make it real, not just a greenwashing technique. So let's talk if you are a strategic partner, an investor, or somebody that really wants to get involved into our action. Thank you so much for your time, and yeah, waiting for your question.
Beautiful. So judges, we have only 1 minute here for questions. So shoot if you have one.
All right.
Go, Fabio.
Yep. Who are your targets?
Sorry?
Who are your targets?
In the project, in the Action Lab, it's the ecosystem as a whole. We thought this project to really go at all depths, starting from the cell, people, empowering people, making people learn about sustainability, going further to companies, in which companies get the insights needed to be more competitive on a market, and putting all the ecosystem members together. So it's quite a 360 degrees project, let's say.
Okay, so it means that you need to target local authorities in order to reach people. So you need channels to connect. Then you need to target, so of course, investors, you need to target companies, you need to target. Okay, so you have a really broad view type of approach. Okay?
Of course.
What about, I mean, this is very, you know, that is the sustainability is very buzzword. You said that at the beginnings. What about the connections with the European Commission type of initiatives?
We will be more than happy to actually collaborate. What we see and how we see sustainability is a collaborative approach. So we don't reinvent the wheel right now. We are actually willing to work with several actors and to really bring a plus value to initiative already existent. So our intention is to collaborate where possible, going city by city, going to main authorities, but also integrating in what's already there. That's why we start with a report, actually. That's why we start everything with understanding the local ecosystem, what's there first, and then moving to action.
Great, Karina, thank you very much. Thank you for those questions, Fabio, as well. We run out of time, so we will go to the next one. Thank you very much again, Sergey.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's continue. Let's go to Romania and talk about social startups and their capability to be sustainable in time. So let's welcome Consolidate.
Hi, everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes, wonderful.
Great, great.
Okay, so let's start.
Hi, everyone. I'm Raluca, and I'm going to present today Consolidate. At Consolidate, we truly believe that social entrepreneurs in Romania can make significant change, and we are committed to be part of this ecosystem that is building right now in the social sector. Here in Romania, almost 36% of our people are still living in risk of poverty or social exclusion. Only 11% of waste is being recycled, and only 7% of the disabled people are getting jobs. These crucial social problems are being solved right now by social entrepreneurs that receive support mainly through EU funding. We now have about 6,000 social enterprises in Romania, out of which 1,000 are authorized at national authorities. Nevertheless, they are struggling in ensuring their financial sustainability. Almost half of them have incomes a year less than 22,000 euros, and most of them still lack business acumen. Our solution for them is an accelerator and crowdfunding platform where social entrepreneurs can gather business acumen, get connected to business and funding opportunities, and validate and grow their product or services through Romania's first crowdfunding platform for social businesses. So we're helping them all through their journey since starting up towards getting funds for growth. We started in 2019. We developed since then 6 acceleration programs, 2 for social startups. We accelerated 190 startups. We had more than 2,000 registered to our acceleration programs. We ran 7 successful crowdfunding campaigns since the end of 2020 when we launched Consolidate, our crowdfunding platform. We raised over 13 million euros for our programs, which we ran together with national and regional partners, flagship organizations that support social entrepreneurship in Romania. And we also gathered 41,000 euros through crowdfunding campaigns. We developed these 7 successful campaigns. We failed at 1, but we learned from that. We also built a network of 15 national, local advisors and mentors, and we have an extensive network of partnerships in both in the private and public sector. This is us working since 2019 with our entrepreneurs, having fun at the same time. Why us? We have a proven methodology in building ecosystems based on our experience. We launched in 2006 fondurilstructurale.ro, which became a platform with more than 120,000 members today. We are experienced in granting and also crowdfunding. We have a network of advisors and direct access to the best social enterprises in Romania. There are other accelerators running in Romania for social entrepreneurs. Startarium had one initiative a few years back. They also had a crowdfunding platform, which is not active at this point. Impact Hub, Future Makers, Transformator are also accelerators focusing on the needs of social enterprises, but they do not have a tool to ensure their financial sustainability as we do through crowdfunding. Our plan. We will run a 1-year acceleration program that will build on the experience we had in the previous ones and will support 10 entrepreneurs. We will focus on finding the best entrepreneurs to join our program. We will also provide them with training and mentorship opportunities. We will organize a demo day, and after that, we will organize for them crowdfunding campaigns. We will also do a report on the national ecosystem of social enterprises. For this, we need 200K, but we also hope that the entrepreneurs we will be supporting will raise a minimum of 30,000 euros on crowdfunding. These are the packages we thought of based on our experience in working with partners banks, corporations, and other relevant partners. This is our team. We are 8 people. We are experienced in business development, crowdfunding, and funding opportunities in general. We have an experienced CTO and one very talented social media manager, but now we are lacking some skills in the marketing department. We have been working, most of us, together since 2010 on Fondostrukturale.ro, and Consolidate is our newest project, which we hope would be as successful as Fondostrukturale.ro. Join us in pioneering Romania's social finance ecosystem. I'm sure you'll find a role in this pioneering endeavor. I hope that you will contact me after this pitch. Thank you very much.
All right, just in time. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, 1 minute for questions. 1 question, 2 questions.
Is your scope just within Romania? Because of course the problem and the approach could be generalized to many other countries. So have you ever thought about that?
Yes, we did. And this is why we're planning to run this pilot in Romania, because we think that what we have is something unique. We try to combine different funding sources, and this is why we're thinking about this pilot project of 10 entrepreneurs and then multiply the results to other countries as well. We're working right now with international partners in a European Commission supported project from partners from Spain, Austria, and the Netherlands, and we hope that we can multiply these results in the future. Yes.
Great. 1 quick question.
Yeah, thank you very much for the presentation. You put a lot of stress on supporting these companies and entrepreneurs in accessing finance, crowdfunding, and EU grants and so on. Do you have business support services? Do you have financial plan support? Do you have customer-oriented guidance? Do you have commercialization paths for these companies? Are they all non-for-profit? Are they for profit? Can you give us a little bit more the business side of these organizations, if possible?
Sure. We're not looking for them to be non-profit. They can be for-profit oriented as well. We have some rules in Romania about when talking about social entrepreneurship. Mainly, they have to have this social focus in making an impact, making a change in a community. This is the most important thing for us. And also in our network of mentors and advisors, we have specific experience for different business strategies that they would need.
All right.
Thank you.
Raluca, thanks a lot for the pitch and the presentation and answering questions very briefly and to the point. Let's continue.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Raluca. Amazing pitch. Before moving forward, guys, remember, go into menti.com and use the code that is in the description below here on the YouTube channel, and you can vote for your favorite projects, and we will announce the People Choice Award at the end of the pitch competition. I also want to take the time to say hi to Abel Benitez from Antofagasta, Chile. Hello, Abel. We have, as I said, people from all over the world. We also have people from the Nordic Startup School Ecosystem Builder in Finland. Hello. So it's amazing to have you all here. As you can say, this is not only a diverse generation, but all the ecosystem builders are always all together from different corners of the world. So remember, keep voting. And now we will go very far away from Europe. We will go to Latin America. So we're traveling to the end of the world, specifically to Chile, with a project that is looking to boost the fintech ecosystem. So let's welcome Finte Latina.
Hello. Can you
Hello.
see? Just sharing my screen.
Great.
Let me know when you can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
It's in full screen. Just
good.
If you might want. Okay, so many thanks. I'm very excited to be here. So the name of our project is the Latin Digital Finance Bridge. We believe that Latin America has talents and resource to create its own Silicon Valley. So our vision is, we want to create a B2B digital finance hub and very important, based on centered on international and regional collaboration. We want it because we want to grow regional talents, and there are many talents in the region, and also for development. We are an emerging region, and we are a region with a risk to get in this middle income trap. So innovation is very important. Let's look at the reality. We have a paradox. If you look at McKinsey innovation heat map, you cannot find a single city in Latin America. The big bubble is Silicon Valley, you have Bangalore, Beijing. And we have the paradox to have a very booming digital economy, a booming fintech, and very low IT offering. And we are still dominated by traditional industries and commodities. So how we reach our goal to create this Silicon Valley? The idea, again, is collaboration. And to collaborate in a hub, you have to bring what people are expecting. So first, the international tech suppliers, I know them very well with my project, they want to enter the markets. They want to understand the local layers. What are the APIs, how I plug in the local reality. The Latin American tech suppliers, they know that fintech was born 8 years ago or 10 years ago in the UK, and they have much more developed solutions. The startups, scale-ups, they want to grow, so they need to collaborate. Public and international institutions, especially here, would like people to collaborate. Banks and insurance, they want, solution, and they are very eager to collaborate to have the solution. University, they want to bring the best talents, and local VCs, as usual, they want to hunt deals. So all these people want to collaborate in this hub. So how we plan concretely to do it, and here we thought a lot. So again, we are a bridge, international bridge, regional bridge. First, this bridge needs to be both virtual and physical. Virtual, we are post-COVID, and we have already existing fantastic platform, especially we have Innovating, which is a partner, which has a great platform to join players in the fintech. But we have also GL Events, with a French company, but with infrastructure all over the world. These GL Events, they have Laplace Fintech with a fintech meeting point in the Paris Stock Exchange, and they have already contents that we can use. With whom? The players in the financial market, the Sonda, Sinqia, which are technological providers from Latin America, Red Hat, the banks. And again, on what? On digital finance technology. This is a new field of innovation, blockchain, big data, API, a lot of great innovation to develop. This project was born 2 years ago, and again, in the region, Cambridge signed an agreement with the UN Commission for Economy in Santiago, the ECLAC, and they hired Latina Fintech, to speak with many stakeholders. We organized at the beginning of this year a seminar with the World Bank, and again, this partner GL Events bought a place in Santiago. They have many infrastructure, and they have the model in Paris like that. They are very interested. So we did a kind of proof of concept. We spoke with many private and public providers. We were lucky to be selected by Deepsea. Very happy to be in the demo day. And closing the demo day, we would like to make a roadshow ending at a local event in Sao Paulo organized by GL Events to be as a closing and to go live next year. So just very quickly, because it's very well known, but if you look at the main hubs of innovation internationally, London, Tel Aviv, Mumbai, Singapore, all those managed to create a hub, and we have a booming fintech in the region, but we don't have a hub, so we should follow what they have done. Again, we don't want to reinvent the wheel, so we want to use existing models and partners. So there is a limited budget. We want to offer a tech plan for tech companies, an investment plan for banks, VC, and a startup plan for free with success fee. And we have a team from all over the world, in Europe, in Asia, with Yoshi, and in all main Latin American cities. Thank you.
All right, time is over. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, David. Judges. No questions?
So please, yes, no, one question, please. So if I get it right, with the comparison of international fintech hubs, this is more something like ecosystem for grown-up companies, not so much for startups, or am I wrong?
Very good question. I think, you know, to get the momentum, you have to bring together, yes, already existing companies. Because the experience we have seen in many countries of, you know, startup, bootcamp, festival, they didn't manage to create something real. But the idea is, it's for the beginning to speak really with established solution providers with interest to collaborate.
Okay. Great. We have time for one last question. No more question? Okay, so Sergey, who's coming next?
All right, let's continue.
Thank you for the pitch, David.
Sebastian, I'm getting a bit dizzy. We're going back and forth from one country to another. Okay, so we're traveling back to Europe, to Romania, to a project that looks to bring unknown flavors from the mountain into daily life of people. So let's welcome the project Suba.
Is Frostman there? I can see.
Yeah, hello. I was on sharing my screen and the microphone and camera and not having the presentation at the beginning, which is quite all right.
Let's start.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Răzvan Vâlceanu and I am the CEO of Moții Țara de Piatră. Today I'm representing the farmers from Apuseni Mountains in Transylvania, Romania, because I believe in them and their capacity to make delicious food. Meet Petronella, my neighbor. She's 36 years old. She grows 150 sheep and with their milk makes a very unique special cheese, traditionally called telemea, using her family recipe and selling products in a small shop. But because of the food centralization system that exists in Romania, you'll never get to taste this special cheese. 9 out of 10 people prefer shopping from large supermarkets because compared to small shops, there's a big variety and cheaper products. Petronella and farmers like her cannot compete on this market because they don't have storage facilities, no primary processing, no quality certificates, and no business skills. And even in the future, hypermarkets will still be in a better position compared to Petronella's shop, as the end user prices will be more and more important in the future. As a solution to help farmers like Petronella, but also people like you, who cannot reach their unique tasty products, we propose the creation of a food trials manufacturing hub. And here the local farmers will bring their ingredients and work together with food brands. This collaboration will research and develop more unique recipes and the food community of farmers and brands with origins in Apuseni. Our solution takes care of the entire ecosystem. We educate farmers with workshops, we implement the right tools, we help them to grow with the platform and offer to consumers a transparent and short value chain. Basic searches show that Romania ranks the first in EU with the total number of farmers, but we have about a third of them, but we are the last in a standard output with only 3.3%. So according with data from Trade Registry, agri-food is a significant sector in Romania and has major contributions to employment. The food processing industry has experienced in the last years a very fast development, and the modernization process has to continue so that more farmers will use more modern manufacturing facilities and technologies. We still need the money for the accelerator platform and the equipment for the manufacturing, which costs about 800,000 euro, and that includes meat processing, dairy and milk, including traditional telemea cheese, cooked food and drinks. So far from the total project estimated at 1.1 million, we've covered 350K. And the plan had initially 3 implementation stages. This was the first part that we did this year, an agri-market built on a EU project, a modern place where local producers have a central location to sell and store. Next year, we plan a piloting event with matchmaking between local farmers and food brands from outside of the region in an existing old canteen. And in 2 years, on a land next to this canteen, we will purchase and install the cooking and the manufacturing infrastructure. I am coordinating this project as a community developer and as a researcher for my master's studies on agriculture and climate changes. So far, the team is formed of employees and volunteers from our 80 members, 80 mayors, elected to represent a community of nearly 500,000 persons. We've also contracted support from University of Agriculture and from Ministry of Agriculture in Romania. And this team is supplemented with experts from international partners such as the European Development Agency, Startup Heatmap Europe, Incredible Romania, and Food Technology Center from Welsh, UK. And this ecosystem of multinational, multidisciplinary international skills is needed to help us match on the heavy impact that food has on climate change. According to Edgar Food, a global food emission database, more than 1/3 of all man-made gas emissions are generated by food systems. And this means like 2 tons for each of us every year. To lower these numbers, besides a great international team, we also have the advantages and the benefits of the geography that's offering us access to organic products manufactured with lower impact on resources. And if you want to try one of these organic products like Petronella's Telemea, please contact me here. This is Petronella again. This was me. Thank you for your attention, and I'm here for your questions.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the presentation. Everyone who haven't tried Barenza, you have to try it. All right. We're open to questions.
And you should know a little, Sergey, because you are near us.
Minerva, please. You're muted. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Razvan, I was saying, for your presentation. If I understood correctly, you are matching farmers with national producers, so you're giving them the opportunity to connect and then so further commercialize their products widely. I understand that you do this through physical markets, physical events, but then I understood that there is an application. Is my understanding correct? And also, if that's the case, have you tested this application with the farmers? Are they all acquainted with the digital tools?
No, not by far. And this language doesn't stand there yet. We will have to run the program of enabling them first. So now we are selecting like the basic ingredients, and then we will enable the farmers, and then we will put them to work with the brands in a pilot, and then we'll start doing the whole platform.
Right.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Beautiful.
This approach, I think this approach can easily be scaled out. That means to be multiplied in other regions of the world facing similar problems. Are you already undertaking some international collaboration to multiply this model?
First, we are learning from the Welsh in UK. They started to do this in 1999, so they are far ahead of us. They will be like major consultants to skip some of their mistakes. But also the incubator will firstly focus on bringing here startups from the region, and then they can be from wherever they will be, as long as we'll manage to position some ingredients as key for consumers. It will be all marketing, but it's a great subtle notice on the possibility to learn globally. Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Thanks a lot, Razvan, Sebastian. We're flying. We're going again to a different continent.
Yeah, we're about to take off now. Actually, I want to take one moment now just to say hi to the people that is in the chat in YouTube Live. We have people from Startup Macedonia, from Cameroon, and from Nigeria. So hi to all of you guys. Remember to keep voting for your favorite project. And we're just like the people that we have here, we're traveling to that country, Nigeria. So now you all know that it's in Africa, and we're going to hear about the creation of ecosystem in the RegTech field. So now let's welcome to the stage RegTech Africa Conference. Cyril, are you ready? We cannot hear you, Cyril. I'm not sure if you're muted or not. Let me see.
Sorry, I'm muted.
Yeah.
Now
we can hear you. So whenever you're ready, put your presentation in presentation mode.
Yeah, just trying to get it on presentation mode. And yes, so we can just 1 minute, please. I think
Yes.
challenge.
Great. So while
All
Cyril
right.
is doing that, you're ready?
Yeah, you can see my screen, confirm?
Yes, yes, we can.
Oh, excellent. All right. Great. So I'm Cyril Okorigwe, the CEO of RegTech Africa. RegTech Africa is a tech media company with a niche focus in innovative regulation as a force for common good. We believe in the transformative power of innovative regulation as a force in driving growth and shaping a digital society. Meet Ada. Ada is a first-year student of the University of Nigeria. She almost missed her first semester exams because her electronic payment was delayed by her financial institution. Meet Bayo. Bayo is a business executive with a technology company in Lagos. 2 years ago, he lost a major business opportunity after he missed an early flight to Abuja for a crucial meeting as a result of declined payments and delayed reversal. Meet Amina. Amina is a 95-year-old grandmother who lives in a remote village of Zango in northern Nigeria. Last month, she narrowly escaped a cardiac arrest after running out of her daily medication and could not get a replacement due to delayed payment reversals confirmation. All three of them have something in common. Payment transaction failure rate in Nigeria has consistently grown to over 20%, especially during peak periods when more withdrawals payments are made. The bigger challenge is that over 85% of these failed transactions never get resolved on time. And this has led to lots of awful experiences and consequences and missed opportunities. Sadly, this experience is not so different for most part of Africa. This problem is even worsened by the heightened risks of cybersecurity threats across Africa, estimated to hit $12 billion by year 2025. Indeed, risk and compliance presents a bigger challenge to innovative regulation more than ever before. And we're not the only ones taking note. The media definitely is. However, the reasons are not far-fetched. With inadequate resources, high costs, low insights, low level of awareness, the problem is even expected to worsen if not swiftly addressed. And this inspired the vision for the RegTech Africa Conference, a one of its kind in Africa and for Africans, hinged on the core principle to empower the customer, enhance efficiency of the regulator, and strengthen institutional compliance processes. We believe that RegTech Africa Conference will bridge these gaps by providing a platform for regulators, regulated, and key industry stakeholders to engage, collaborate, and share knowledge around new technologies and practices that support better regulation. Our target audience spans across key industry segments and functions with focus on topical issues to enhance quality. Why now, you may ask? With the widespread uptake of digital financial services across sub-Saharan Africa, it has become highly imperative to start now. This conference is uniquely different, with homegrown propositions on what Africa can teach the world through a focused pitch deck challenge to real problems. It will also provide direct access to the teeming diverse RegTech community while fostering innovation. We have already identified similar conferences in Europe, America, and Asia with little or no participation and focus on Africa. Having assessed their strengths and weaknesses, I can assure you that RegTech Africa Conference has the unique advantage of creating an impact on a much broader scale. Having validated the feasibility of the project based on the conservative budget, we are set to achieve other major milestones for a successful execution come May 2022. As part of our attraction, we have grown organically over the last 12 months with 1,250 registered participants at our roundtable events. With a fast-growing and diverse reach across different geographies and sectors, we are set to impact more lives for greater good. We are proud to be associated with key brands that are committed to leading this change across Africa and beyond. We are asking for $80,000 to execute the conference. This is based on a comprehensive budget with the highlighted breakdown available on demand. We have 5 sponsorship packages with different benefits carefully tailored towards the broader objective of our sponsors. We are happy to provide further details of each of these on demand. Having seen this problem firsthand as a former head of operations at the National Payment Switch in Nigeria, I was inspired to work with other young but passionate Africans to create an impact. With over 50 years of cumulative industry experience, the team brings the knowledge, diversity, and dynamism required to deliver at the highest level. It's exactly a year we embarked on this journey. We are actively looking to raise funding for the conference, and we would like you to join us to create a better world for Africans, where the lives of Ada, Bayo, and Amina would thrive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cyril. Nice speech. Judges, your time to ask questions.
Hey, Cyril, thanks very much for the presentation. But what happens after the conference?
Oh, absolutely. So this conference is supposed to be an annual conference. It becomes a yearly. This is just the first, but it's going to be an annual conference. After the conference, there will be action points. There will be a white paper first to start with, and that white paper will form a key action that will form part of the engagement with the key stakeholders, including the regulators. Right. On the challenge side, the challenge will identify and encourage local solutions that will be focused on addressing local pain points, local pain points for the regulators and for the consumers and for the financial institutions as well. Now, these solutions will then become key solutions that will then begin to drive the adoption and usage of the financial institutions to fill the compliance gaps. Yes, please.
Taking this point, isn't there a possibility to have something like to turn it into a platform, and the annual conferences are something like highlighted milestones or lighthouses, but to have the platform for constant work and constant progress? Because when you mentioned there's a white paper and action plans and so on, there's somebody to be behind all this process, to organize it, not to have something like a disperse process over the country or over many African countries and lose impact. Yeah, so to bring it together, to focus, and to have something like a constant process.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, like I said earlier on, it's going to be an annual conference, so that's to be ongoing. I was only saying that in addition to that, but I get the feedback, and I think that's something we'll have to look at as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your pitch, Cyril. We are unfortunately on time, so now we need to move forward. Thank you for the judges and the questions as well. So, Sergey.
All right, let's continue. Wow. Okay, but before we start, pasting the link to Menti, please vote there also. All right, let's go back to Latin America. Let's go to Brazil. We're going to hear about the project that wants to boost social impact startups. So big welcome to Accelera. I will try it, Innovation Social.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, Sergey. Nice. Nice. You can say that you speak Portuguese and Spanish too.
Very good. It's Acelera Inovação Social.
Correct.
Oops, let me just take a look.
Okay. Let us know when you're ready.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Looks good. We see actually also your notes.
Oh yeah. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let me just take a look at this one.
Great.
It's okay now?
We see again your notes.
Oh, what? You shouldn't. That's not how it was supposed to be. Let me just take a look here, just a second.
No problem. No problem. Good. Wow. So many countries, Sebastian. And the quality of pictures is great. To everyone, I've seen many pictures. Probably all of you have seen many pictures, but the quality is great. So to all teams, great jobs also to mentors. Great pitches. Like it's really fun to listen to you and also look at the slides. Good. How's the technology working out for you?
Actually, I'm trying. Can you see my notes as well right now?
No, we see your browser, we see the slides, but that's fine. We don't see the notes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Better.
Now we see the notes.
Oh no! How is this happening? I'm sorry. Let me try to share the other one. So I will just.
Okay.
So this is.
Okay.
The thing is that you're sharing your screen, but you're not sharing the certain tab. That's why we see your screen. Whatever you do on your screen, we see it.
Yeah. Instead of sharing your screen, share only the presentation. You can select only the presentation.
I am doing that.
Oh, okay.
So let me just.
So it's probably a bug within something.
And
okay.
No, it's
not working. It's not
working. Just a second, guys.
Sure. If you think you need some more time, we can move to the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, let's move to the next one so you can get that problem fixed, and we'll get back to you at the end, Pablo. All right, so we will skip the project from Brazil, and we're going to get back to Europe one more time, but very close to Brazil. So now this project is coming from Portugal, looking to create an ecosystem in the HR world. How important is that? So let's welcome to an amazing startup that will present an amazing event to be involved with the HR world. Let's welcome Get Border.
Thank you so much, Sebastian, for the introduction. Let me just share the screen and let me know if you're seeing it. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, Sergey, put the count.
Good.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria, and I'm from the Alternate Future. And we believe in the power of people to improve the future of work through technology. But today, we can't fulfill our dream because of this guy. I think you know who he is, right? He's the boss. He's the reason why studies say that people don't quit their jobs, but they actually quit their bosses. And this is a really bad problem because it affects both hands, companies and people. People don't progress in their careers. They suffer from frustration and unfulfilled dreams. And on the other hand, companies also suffer from this because they suffer from a talent drain, and it affects the corporate culture. This could be easily solved by implementing HR tech solutions, but there's a lack of trust. There's a lack of trust of the same leaders that are provoking these issues as well. But this is conducting because of the scarcity of knowledge. 61% don't measure the impact of their HR tech efforts, and there's no significant number of academia to back up this field. This means that there's a lot of market opportunity and also willing to solve this. And with Alternate Futures, we are trying to solve it with a series of events that will impact directly the HR ecosystem. We start with a pilot. There is also a traineeship, always in both ends, with workshops, a hackathon, a call for papers to build and grow the knowledge pool of HR tech topics. And we end with a summit to discuss the future of technology. Discuss the future of technology with these actors that I didn't mention yet, which are the corporate thought leaders, the ecosystem building, and the education visionaries, because they are all key actors in this ecosystem. For this, we planned a program, a 9-month program that starts with the validation and fundraising, including call for participants, the execution of the traineeship, workshops, hackathon, the call for papers, culminating in the summit. But now you ask, why us? And of course, because our proposal is that we don't take care just of one part of the way, we take care of it all. Because we start by building, we have experience on that. We connect through all-in-one online platform to conduct all the events, but also to store the knowledge. And then we are able to grow through the pilot implementation, but also through the use cases informations. And our results speak for us, okay? In 1 year of operation since last year, we managed to run 2 hackathons with more than 100 people involved in internships as well, more than 15 hours of knowledge in workshops, and more than 40 international speakers in our summits. And the next summit is happening next week actually. But the plan for changing, for this bold dream to actually change the HR ecosystem starts with moving the waters first, okay? Running 1 program, then getting deeper, 2 programs because we can expand our team and getting more resources. And of course, having a report to measure impact and see where it's lacking so we can actually achieve that. And on the 3rd stage, we get to the bottom. We run 3 programs per year or more, depending on our resources. We have this report yearly about HR industry, and we increase the number of stakeholders involved to grow the ecosystem to get more people engaged. For now, we are working in a figure to grow this exponentially, but we can't stop. We have to start immediately, but like I said, to start moving the waters. So we have all these packages in the ways you can support us. And this is the team you can trust, okay? Because as we are talking about HR, so you have to trust the people as well involved. This is our credentials, the team of Alternate Futures. And our invitation is for you to help us transform the HR tech ecosystem together. And now, yeah, we're gonna have the best falls ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria, for that pitch. That was right on time, 3 seconds left. So judges, if you have a question, now is the time. Do we have any question? No?
Erva has to have.
I will double check if we have any of the audience.
Erva, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, apologies. Maria, thank you very much for your presentation. I may have missed it in the beginning. Is it an app-based technology? So is it an app that is matching the profile of the candidates with the needs of the company? Or is it that you are analyzing this and you are doing it yourself?
No, first of all, we start with the needs of the companies because we don't have enough data. Unfortunately, as we were doing the research, there's not many reports about HR tech specifically. So that's why there's this need of building the ecosystem. So we start by seeing what is lacking in these companies, specifically on those who are already implementing but don't have the answers, for example. So it's just to answer, in the beginning, first with the needs of the companies specifically, and then with the reports that we will generate, we will go from there.
Okay, so you do a sort of a database of the requirements of a given company, the sort of profiles that they need, what they are missing, and so on, and then you
no. No, sorry, it's not actually a recruitment. HR tech is more than recruitment, and there's the lack of knowledge about that, right? So maybe a company is not, the problem is not about recruitment, but about keeping the people there, or talent appraisal, you know? So first of all, understanding how the company works and what the HR tech can help on, okay? Because there's a lot of fields. There's people development, there's talent appraisal, attrition risks, a lot of things to work. And this is what we need to do, is to bring the light and attention for this field, starting with the companies, involving the talent, and uniting it.
Okay, understood. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Beautiful. We have time for one last question. Is there any other one there? No? Okay. So thank you for your pitch, Maria.
Thank you.
We all appreciate it. And now let's go back again to Brazil. Paulo, are you ready?
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Let me see if it's working right now. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so let's go. Hello, everyone. My name is Pablo, and I'm a partner at Semente. In Semente, we develop ecosystems and promote prosperity through innovation and entrepreneurship. And we do this through impact projects. We dream about developing sustainable ecosystems, and we believe that innovation comes to improve people's quality of life. This project is one of the ways we do this. It turns out that social startups are failing to raise capital. In 2018, 1,000 startups were mapped in Brazil, and of these, 8 out of 10 tried to attract investments, but only 2 of these 10 succeeded. Why is this relevant? Because if they don't raise capital, they can neither grow nor increase their impact. Often they can even survive. It's also true that startups are the engine of sustainable development, and pushing them forward will help us to catalyze our impact generation. So the solution is Accelera, an impact accelerator that helps startups to raise capital and to grow and develop their business. How do we manage to do this? We have trained more than 10,000 entrepreneurs, and we have helped more than 3,000 startups. This allowed us to develop and validated a unique acceleration methodology. We help in many aspects that go far beyond attracting investments. Our focus is to help business to grow in general. And this is one of the points that sets us apart in the ecosystem. This is one of the methodologies that will lead us to achieve our dream of developing sustainable ecosystems. In addition, we work with all players in the innovation ecosystem. We work with startups, institutes, foundations, government, university, and investors. We can speak all languages and generate connection between players, catalyzing the innovation process and connecting all the dots. In addition, we have already run a pilot that validated this problem with the startups. In 2019, we had 42 candidates, and we selected 11 in 10 different states. We also tried to distribute the impact. You can see on the map the decentralization, and this was a pre-pandemic online project. Imagine what can we do right now. Growing the project is much easier these days. So you remember I commented that Accelera is a unique program. In this pilot, from the 11 startups, 9 build their theory of change. We are the only accelerator in Brazil that has a validated methodology, a purpose of sustainable development, and that build the theory of change of these startups. And beyond that, 5 of the 11 managed to raise investment. As I mentioned in the beginning, only 20% of the business are able to attract, and we increased the rate to 50%. Today, we are seeking to guarantee the project budget, and our goal is that at the end of the program, we will have more startups prepared to receive investment and grow their impact. We will increase the number of startups from 11 to at least 25 and have specific challenge brought by supporting organizations. Okay, we are looking for 2 things. The first one, a financial support to run the program, and the second one, a support with a network of mentors. In other words, we want to more than double the impact and have innovative social ecosystems in Brazil. And if you're interested, we basically have 3 packages. The first one, you can link your brand to the project, position yourself as a supporter of impact initiatives. The second one, you run a pilot with us, meet entrepreneurs in about 4 months project. And the third one, you accelerate your impact strategy, get to know, support, and connect with startups. That's the 3 offers we have right now. And behind all this is Semente. We are formed by a diverse team, mostly entrepreneurs and specialists from different areas. And we dream of developing sustainable ecosystems. We believe that innovation comes to improve people's quality of life, and Accelera is one of the ways we will do this. Thank you very much. Here are my contacts. And if you have any impact strategy, please get in touch with me so we can look for synergies and increase our social impact together.
Great. Thank you for that pitch, Pablo. Right on time. Judges, the stage is all yours to ask as many questions. Not as many, but you know.
I have a question actually.
Please go.
I was surprised by the prices you mentioned, the 50 and 100,000 for startups that are very early stage. Did you make any research on that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Sorry, I was a bit surprised about the prices that you mentioned, because you go from 8,000, which I understand is for the beginner, but it goes up to 100,000 for a package for an early stage startup.
Okay. So the first package is marketing only, is to put your brand and support the project. But then if you want to make the full support and accelerate the companies, the startups, you have to manage the full package.
Yeah, my question is, do you think you would have enough people paying 100,000 at a very early stage just for the acceleration? Did you make any market research?
Yes. I think to accelerate about 25 startups, and you have lots of benefits if you choose this package, as bringing challenges of your organization and making this project alike as your challenges are. So yes, I quite think it's not cheap, but it's a good price for accelerating 25 startups.
Just to make a note, the customer here are big corporations that want to accelerate 25x startups. So big corporation will pay that amount of money, not the startups to be accelerated.
Perfect. Where it's 100%. It's 100% free. It's not even equity. We don't even ask for equity to the startups.
Great. Any other question? No?
Maybe if I may, thank you very much for your presentation. You've come a long way already, so you're not really starting from zero. Have you received any previous national or regional subsidies and funds to support this initiative?
Yes, the first one was supported by a group of impact institutes, and that's how we run the pilot in 2019.
Okay.
Fabio, you also want to ask something? Fabio, you want to ask something too? I saw you raising the hand.
Yeah, I was wondering, but how do you mean to scale this? Because are you selling your programs to existing accelerators, etc.? How do you organize the ecosystem around them, or just selling your knowledge acceleration programs, etc., to existing organizations?
Okay, we try to figure out what are the organizations' problems, and we connect them with the startups or with the governments, or even with investors. So as we have clients in all these different areas, we do connect them at the same space and get them to talk together. So this is the way we do it. And of course to scale this, we have different kinds of methodology, because consulting is the way we do this, helping. And consulting is not very scalable, but we managed to use technology as well to manage this.
Beautiful. We ran out of time. Thank you, judges, for those questions. Thank you, Pablo. I really appreciate your pitch. And all right, Sergey, what comes next?
All right. Also from my side, thanks again for the team. So it was like we were on a high level. Great pitches, great questions. Now we are moving to the tough job of judges. We're going in a separate room, and we'll decide who will be the winners. All right, judges, I'm going to share a link. You don't need to look up anything. I'm going to share a link here in the chat to make it simple. So click in there, we'll switch it. I will also share how you return back to the room, no problem. It's password protected. Just type DEEP, and I'll meet you there. So let's switch the room. And everyone, Sebastian, you're gonna say what's happening with the rest of the crowd here.
Beautiful. So Sergey and judges, I'll see you in a couple of minutes now. The official mission you have to pick the 3 first places. So, all right, guys, beautiful pitches. Time flew away. Amazing stories from all over the world. So now if you want to keep in touch with them, and I'm going to share my screen really quick, you can obviously contact us directly and we can put you in touch with them. But also you can go into our webpage because we are launching also our portfolio. So you just go to startuphitmap.eu. You click here in ecosystem services, you go into the ecosystem accelerator. Let me go back. And you are gonna find a profile of each of the projects that has been accelerated through our program. So you can find the story here. If you want to apply, you're an ecosystem builder. We're going to have news in a couple of months from now. Actually, in less than a month, we will be launching the new call. So just simply go here, Deep Ecosystem Portfolio, and here you are going to have the chance to meet all the projects that we're accelerating. So here you will see them, all the one that pitches today. If you want to learn a little bit more about them, just click and you will find the sector that they are in, their social networks, who are the founders, a little bit more information, the amount of money that they are raising, and the packages that they will be offering for big corporations, cities, or any kind of a sponsor. So as you can see, this is just the beginning. We are not finishing this process. This is just starting. The acceleration ends here, but now all of them are going to be part of our portfolio because we all are going to grow together. All right. So while the judges are selecting who are the finalists, I would like to introduce to our managing director, Thomas Kusters, that is right here, and he has some news for you guys. So Thomas, the stage is all yours. You're muted. There you go. Give me 1 sec, Thomas. I think we're here with a problem. Is just me or is everybody else? I just want to confirm.
Yes. No, the audio is not working. Sorry.
Yeah, the audio is not working. So Thomas, let's do something. If you're not sharing anything on your screen, maybe you can come here.
Yes. Okay. So at the moment you hear me.
Yeah, just mute there and come here because your audio feels like Chip and Dale, you know?
Okay.
That was very weird.
Okay.
Understood.
Well, that was a rapid change. Great to, am I muted here? No, I am. You not, you can hear me. I can't hear you though. That is the only problem. Okay, anyway, since you hear me, I will just continue. Thank you very much. Thank you as well to Sebastian and Sergey and the team, Termina, Harald, Erika, Valentina, who are also connected here and who made it possible to have such a great accelerator for ecosystem projects over the past months. I think it is really groundbreaking to do something like this, to work with grassroots organizations who are building the future of innovation. And I think we really come a long way in this short time, understanding how this can be done, how we can professionalize together this profession, this market of promoting innovation. And I think that's something that was lacking all around the world. And we have now finally seen the results of the first attempts. So I'm very happy to have all of the listeners here with us. And also the next opportunity to speak to us about innovation and building ecosystems is coming up on 18th of October. We will have the conference. And the conference will happen actually in Essen in Germany, which is Also a very interesting location if you consider that Essen is in the Ruhr area, which was the steel and coal industry area in Germany, and was very much dependent on the traditional manufacturing jobs as well as the energy production jobs. And now they have turned their region into a more digital economy, and they're still on that route. Big corporates who are headquartered in Essen, maybe you haven't known, but you have heard their names. For example, ThyssenKrupp, E.ON. These are companies that are globally known, I think. Then there's RWE, which is a German, the largest German energy producer. They all are based in Essen, and I think that makes it a super interesting location to hold our ecosystem conference, talking about digital transformation, turning around regions that have been classic industrial hubs, turning them into digital hubs, turning them into places for the creative industries and other aspiring sectors. So we are really excited to be there. 18th of October, it is in person. We are doing this. We're daring to come together after this very long period of online events, and we are very happy to finally meet also all our accelerator participants in Essen, there in the meeting, in the event, and during the social event the day after. So also for all the others who are listening to us, this is your chance to meet the participants of our accelerator, as well as 100 further ecosystem builders from all around Europe. I think the event will be a great family reunion, will be a lot of fun after this long time where we couldn't meet. The content is, as always, on ecosystem building. We will dive into certain topics during our deep dives, which are 2-hour interactive workshops, well prepared by our research analysts who dig deep into these trends and will bring data with them. So every participant will have in front of them insights and a strategy brief before the discussion starts. And then we go into this discussion to really find answers to the pressing needs of innovation in Europe. So the deep dive is going to cover the future of work, HR tech, will cover the value of exits, the importance of founders giving back, and they will cover topics of new funding models, of social innovation. How can we finance social innovation in if we may not go for the classical VC path all the time. So these are the deep dives. I think they are really at the heart of the conference. They make it worthwhile. So join and have a go at one of those deep dives. Also, there's of course a lot of networking. You will have the chance to meet one-on-one with different ecosystem leaders from all of the European, but also regions beyond Europe during the networking. We have a fantastic new feature, which is the joint portfolio list. Everyone coming to the conference is invited to share their portfolio in the list so that we get visibility of the startups everyone's working with on the ground. And if you're an investor, if you are a corporate working with startups, that's of course a great chance to browse through the joint portfolio of our DEEP community, but also everyone else who's there, and understand what are the startups you should be definitely talking with. Then you can get an intro through the ecosystem leaders who you can meet in person. And you have this nice little benefit that you get a warm introduction through someone who knows the startup personally and directly. So I think that that's a cool addition to the conference, and I'm really looking forward to see the list of startups that we will pull together. If you want to share your portfolio, go to the website, to the conference page, and click the link, share your portfolio. There's even currently the opportunity to get a free ticket if you share your portfolio early on and join us during the event on the 18th of October in Essen. I'm wondering how far are we with our colleagues?
They still need a couple of minutes, but
they still need a couple of minutes. So at this point, I think what we can talk about is the different opportunities that you guys as ecosystem builders all around the world can take up with DEEP. Actually, we're working with everyone who is aiming at creating a regional or a vertical ecosystem. If you want to join the accelerator, there is a call coming up in October. The program then will run January, February, around that time. So if you were inspired by the progress that our participants did present today, that is definitely something you can look into. But there's also some, let's say, lower barrier entry points, how you can work with DEEP. For example, we have the opportunity to create a local startup scene report. We have already onboarded quite a few regions who are using the startup heat map survey that we are running globally. They are using that in their locations to map out the strengths of their own ecosystem, map that and put that into a high profile report about their local startup scene. That is a cool opportunity, I think, to put your region on the map, to also show your own efforts to support innovation in your region in a often read publication. So if you are interested in that, you can use the methodology of the Startup Heat Map survey. You have a ready-made survey. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can start off right away with something prepared. You have a really good template for creating a report. You have like an analytics dashboard where you can pull out all of the benchmark data from other regions to compare and see how well you're performing, create nice visuals. So that's a cool opportunity, I think, to create a startup scene report on your ecosystem. Definitely come speak to us if you're interested in that. There's even more opportunities. For example, you can think about running ecosystem hacks together with us in your region or in your company. This is something we do both on the regional level as well as with corporates who want to activate the different departments in their company to think about how to engage with ecosystems, to work with different innovators, be it startups directly or be it through accelerators, incubators, university players, and engage with them to reach their innovation goals. So the ecosystem hack is a structured process to get your stakeholders onboarded in your innovation strategy, have them learn about the basics and concepts behind ecosystems, understanding where they can take their innovation strategy. So that is something that everyone can collaborate with us on. So if you feel like your region, your city, your corporate would be in need of an upgrade to their innovation strategy, the ecosystem hack is definitely an instrument that you can deploy there. Now I'm looking at the clock. Did I cover at least a couple more minutes?
That's good. I can take over now.
Okay, so then Sebastian will be back and we are getting towards the final moments of this event.
Thank you. Some technical problem, but we managed to solve it. All right, guys. So while the judges are coming back, we are going to go with the People's Choice Award. We have 85 people voted. That's amazing. 85 people voted. So nice. We'll see. And of course, the winner needs to be ready because you will say some thanks words. I'm putting the results right here. And actually want to share my screen. It's not allowed. Beautiful. All right. So the winner, according to all the votes, amazing. Are you ready to hear who is going to be the winner? Yes, you're all ready to hear who is going to be the winner. Alternate Future Summit by Get Boarded. Is Alternative Future here, Maria?
Of course I am.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. So the people voted for you as the best speech. So congratulations. I don't know if you want to say some words.
Well, the only thing I want to say is that is the proof of our community, all the stakeholders we are trying to involve as well for the goal of transforming the HR ecosystem. And thank you for that.
That's amazing.
Let's give it a let's clap.
There you go. I will send you the screenshot because I don't know why I cannot share my screen right now, but I will send you, let me save it. I will send you the screenshot so you can keep it where you have the first place according to the people. So congratulations. All right, Sergey, how was it?
Yeah, everyone, it is super tough. We're moving very fast. The judges required actually a lot of room for discussion, and the ranking is so tough and so close to each other that it sounds really trivial. You hear it probably a lot, but like many teams are winners. Like all the teams are winners, right? So the ranking is so close, and we had to make the choice, like who is gonna get the prize of being one of the winners. But it's really hard. It's really, really close. You hear it a lot. It was really close. So we'll make now the announcement, right, Sebastian?
Exactly. So if I understand correctly, Minerva will announce the third place, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Beautiful. So the stage is all yours. Remember to say why first, and at last you will say the name.
Okay. So the jury selected with quite an agreement to go and vote for the third position, the project Zuma. So looking at Razvan, congratulations. We truly feel that this is a very interesting, impactful project, matching the farmers with the national food distributors. It addresses a number of problems. It's about the food supply chain. It's about the local rural communities development. It's about scalability as well, because we believe that although they are addressing a very local, very niche issue there in Romania, it has the potential to grow and to go beyond the borders. So it's something that a lot of communities, if it's successful, a lot of communities could learn from. And also transfer into their other regions. So, voila, congrats, and we wish the best to you and the project going forward.
Thank you so much, Minerva, for the detailed feedback and not keeping us till the end, as Sebastian suggested. Although, as soon as you hear food would have been okay. And thank you to the rest of the jury for the vote of confidence. It means a lot for us in this stage. But also many thanks to all the DEEP staff. We have lots of activities planned ahead. So as Sebastian mentioned, for us, it's not the end of the collaboration. Also, all the wonderful mentors who contributed. I was having the permission to go back to each of them and to see exactly how that discussion fits into the bigger agenda. And congrats to all of my colleagues. It was a pleasure to meet everyone, and I'm sure that we will keep in contact. So thank you all.
Congrats, Razvan.
Great. Congratulations, Razvan. The third place then. All right. So if I'm reading correctly, Fabio will announce the second place, right? So Fabio, first, tell us why.
Yeah.
And at the very end, you will.
Why? Because this ladies actually addressed a really highly felt problems all across the world, Europe, US, Americas, Africa, etc. That is how to set up ecosystems that can really support the establishment of sustainable businesses according to US, United Nations, whatever, I can't remember now the names, about the European communities, the Green Deal, about the national plans for Green Deals and sustainability, etc., etc. So that is a very much felt problem. So this is one of the main reasons. The second reason is that they seem to have at least found a palette of approaches and tools to secure that possibly local ecosystem can be grown that can support those objectives. I have here to suggest that they might do a bit more, especially in terms of in the area of skill building, and connecting into all the relevant actors. But this said, I think that you have at this point the guests who are the winners for the second position. This is the Start Collab from Switzerland. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Karina and Monica. The stage is all yours if you want to share some words.
We are humbled by this decision and honored to be the second place. Thank you so much. And thank you also for the suggestion. Indeed, it's a lot of work, but we truly believe that we can change the ecosystems from within and that it's highly needed. And yeah, I have no words for now. I'm a bit not surprised, but anyway, humbled and happy.
Beautiful. Monica, will you like to say something?
Thank you, everyone. I was very stressed. I admit I was when Fabio was starting talking, and I was, thinking, is it us? Is it not us? So thank you so much, and we hope to now. It's the hard time starts the implementation. So thank you, the jury, thank you, Deep, for your help. We are really appreciating it.
Beautiful. Congratulations, Monica and Karina. Very well deserved. So now Sergey will announce the first, right?
Yeah, I will try. Like as I said, it was everything super close. There was room for discussion. So I said, okay, I'll take the bullet and I will announce the winner, the first place. So, but before announcements, again, great pitches. The level of pitches is great. You've done tremendous progress. So thanks for all teams. And generally what you have done in this process, actually doing like sacrificing time, energy in order to get you to the next level. And getting to the next level is generally super hard if you're building a business, because in the beginning, you actually, in most cases, you invest what they call blood equity or sweat equity. So you're building the equity by work, and bridging this stage. I think it's important. Also, me as entrepreneur, like I did a lot of work in parallel building a company, right? And to support this or to close this gap or providing any solutions that is aligned with the development or with the company that entrepreneurs are building, I think from the entrepreneurial perspective is super important. Again, it was super close. I will announce the winner. First place goes to Entrevisto. Entrevisto, congratulations. Where are you?
Thank you. I'm here. Thank you.
Congratulations. Please.
Yeah, thank you. You all helped us scaling so much, and we came in with an idea and a test paid pilots for us, let's say, and your mentors they helped us switch the idea into able to soft grow, and it's really cool, and we hope that we can make this even bigger than we can. And Pranav, you are the first living example present, because we have two more. But do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I'm very happy that the jury saw our cause as valuable, and this gives us a lot of inspiration, and we will continue to help entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
All right, we reached the end of the event, but as you know, it's just the beginning of an amazing journey that we have in front of us. So guys, I'll be in touch with you pretty soon, just to wrap everything up, just to share with you the feedbacks, just do the final comments about this process and how this will continue. So we'll be in touch. Sergey.
All right, it's my job to close the event. It's really hurting here because it was a great journey being part of this process, and it's probably when something ends, the beginning starts. So thanks all, thanks for the teams, thanks for the for the work you invested in the projects. The pitches, again, were great. I love pitches, and this is a really high level. So use this work to pitch also somewhere else. Thanks for the audience watching us. And we are on a mission to change the world by supporting ecosystem projects. So stay tuned. There's a lot of new stuff to come, and we're happy to work with you all. Thanks for being part of this event.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. And thank you to the judges, of course. Amazing job. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. Keep the good work. Good luck.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
So. Right.